Hello, my name is Braxton, and I am here to hopefully give you some better tips and pointers to make your business trip successful in Mexico. Some of the main topics that I'm going to hit on in order to make your trip more successful in Mexico is the society of Mexico and how it functions, some proper etiquette used in Mexico, and just some family-based values that the majority of the population carries and has lots of meaning to them. First off, in the Mexican society, Spanish is spoken by 92.7% of the Mexican population. With that being said, it is nice to know or to have a translator by your side when attending business meetings, or having business deals, or even just traveling the country by yourself or with your group. Other important things to be aware of is kind of the culture there. Culture evolved around religious values and the church. Around 82% of Mexicans identify themselves as Catholic. Religion is a big part, and they hold a lot of their values within their religion. That's how they carry on forward and make a lot of business deals. The Mexican culture is known to be very inviting. Hosting parties at their own homes is a large part of the Mexican life. Their food has culinary norms based off the level of society each person is placed in, and a lot of their norms are based off the American and European norms. A well-known thing for Mexico is their tequila from the agave cactus in central Mexico. This will come up in a lot of big meetings and big deals, and you will hear a large talk about tequila in Mexico. Now to get started on some of the etiquette there. A handshake or a slight bow when introduced is proper. The bow is used when greeting Mexican women, and unlike a lot of other cultures, when you hold the hand for the handshake, a lot of Mexican culture holds their hand a lot longer than most other countries. Another thing in Mexico is when they are having conversations or business meetings, they tend to stand a lot close during conversation. One thing to avoid when speaking to another Mexico, is keeping your hands off your hips. To them, this is a sign of disrespect and is better left unattended in not doing so. As well as Mexico Spanish is the language of business. So like I said earlier, it is nice to have a translator or interpreter when attempting to make deals. Another important fact about deal making in Mexico is it almost never occurs over the phone and rarely a letter. Mexico prefers to do business in person. Another thing in Mexico is negotiations move slowly. Be patient for Mexicans. The building of a personal relationship comes before the building of a professional one. So being attentive and persistent is key. Also in Mexico, it takes time for consideration before agreeing to anything. To them, quick decisiveness is often seen as hasty and disliked. The biggest thing I'm going to hit on and last thing is be persistent. Don't give up if you don't receive a response to your phone calls or letters right away, or if your meetings are continually postponed or canceled. If you give up, your Mexican counterparts might assume that you weren't serious in the first place and may not make a deal with you. Now getting on to some of the family aspects of Mexico. Family units are usually large with traditional gender roles, and the parents in the household are treated with a highly degree of respect. Unlike America, it is not as selfish as we are here. Needs and wants are based off the family and not the individual. In conclusion, I hope when you travel to Mexico for your business trip that everything goes smooth and well, and that you have a successful time and everything goes great, and I hope your deal is made, and I hope everything goes as planned. Thank you, Braxton. Also, check back in with me for my next podcast. Should be coming up soon, and I hope everything is great. And follow me on YouTube.